SportsCast with Jeremy Buckaloo is proud to announce we are now officially powered by TEC. If their fiber optic internet service can handle everything we throw at it here in the studio, from videos to calls and live streams, you better believe they can handle your home or business too. If speed, stability, and service is important to you, you can count on TEC. Thanks, TEC. Now let's get to the show.
Hey folks, happy Sunday night and welcome to another episode of SportsCast. I am your host, Jeremy Buckaloo. Glad to have you here with us. Hope you had a happy and safe 4th of July and are surviving these 108-degree heat index days we've had going on this whole week. But glad to be here live in the studio with you tonight. Got a couple football guys from Henry County going to talk about the offense for the upcoming football season. And so looking forward to that. Do real quickly want to say thank you, though, to our sponsors. Thank you to TEC for outfitting our studio here with the high-speed internet that they provide. If you haven't gotten on their list yet, give them a call and sign up to get TEC internet. They handle everything here at the Brewer Street Mafia studio. If they can handle everything we throw at them, I know they can handle what you've got going on at home. So give TEC a call and get their services now in Paris and Henry County. Also want to say thank you to the Peddler Advantage for having us on each and every week in their publication. They are still serving 9 counties and have for 40 years. If you've got a classified ad or if you're looking to buy something or needing something, check out the Peddler Advantage. They are at 105 South Market Street here in Paris, or you can call them at 731-644-9595. And again, if you've got a classified you need placed, I think it's 20 words for 4 weeks is $10. Can't beat that. And so, and like I said, they are also gracious enough to put the lineups every week for the Mike Weatherford Show, the Tennessee Informer, and, of course, our show in the Peddler Advantage. And so we appreciate them doing that and giving us that publicity to get the word out. Don't forget, we are simulcasting both on Facebook and YouTube, so you can find us either place on Facebook at the SportsCast Live with Jeremy Buckaloo Facebook page or the My Paris TV YouTube channel. All of our past episodes are on the YouTube channel, so if you're looking for something from a year ago or so, that's where you can go find them, and so be sure to check those out. Also want to say thank you to our other sponsors, Eaton Construction, Nathan Eaton and his guys at Eaton Construction, Justin McSwain and his crew over at True Green, Northwest Tennessee, Victory Lane Quick Lube on Tyson Avenue, all the folks out at Pepper's Automotive Group, and the Paris Volleyball Club. Thank you very much for being sponsors of SportsCast each and every week. Without the sponsors, as I said, we can't bring you a show, and so I appreciate their willingness to, like I said, not sponsor SportsCast, but this is just an avenue to highlight what's going on in Henry County with the youth and sports in the area. And like I said, without them, couldn't do it. And so appreciate them very much and thank them for their sponsorship of the show each and every week. I'm thrilled to be joined again tonight by Kenna. Took a couple weeks off, but
table was full.
Table was full. And so back at it here tonight. Had a good 4th, I assume.
Yeah, pool and grill and
typical 4th of July stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't go watching fireworks anywhere.
No, the rain deterred me.
Okay, well, I can understand that.
I felt like the bugs would be bad.
Probably so after a storm like that. And then, the heat index, the way it has been, just brings them out, it seems. Your mom and I, were in Jackson, Mississippi for the weekend, helping your brother get moved, and that went well, but glad to be back home. Case had a little get-together last night with some buddies and had a house full, it looked like, but
yeah.
I think they had a good time. And so anyway, I hope you had a happy 4th of July and enjoyed the vacation, or not the vacation, the holiday weekend. I said vacation because I looked over here at one of our guests, Ayden Spellings, tonight, just fresh back from the beach about a week ago, I think. And so we got Ayden Spellings, Deontay Ward, and Malik Jackson at the table with us tonight for Henry County Patriot football. And listen, today is July the 5th, and so it's almost time. We got about, 7 weeks or something like that before the season kicks off. And so we're going to talk to these guys tonight about the offense. I know a lot of you are watching on YouTube, if you are on Facebook, and if you got a question, put it on Facebook, and we'll get it asked and see what these guys have to say about it. But guys, welcome to the show. Glad to have you on, and looking forward to what you have to say. We'll go around the table. Deontay, we'll start with you, unless you want to be. Let's want you to skip you as far as something you saw good this week. What's something good you saw this week?
Just working out mainly. I've been at the field with my cousins and stuff like that, at the gym, at Flex. Yeah, staying active.
So this week, actually last 2 weeks, dead period's over, right? Like the last 2 weeks have been dead period, which TSSAA has a 2-week break in the summer that says you're basically not allowed with coaches to do anything, but you can work on your own and continue whatever program y'all can get together and do whatever. But as much as y'all do, I know a lot of families use that time to go on vacation because it's the only time that there's not practices scheduled and whatnot. But you used it and just kept on grinding it out.
Yeah, so. The first week we did go on vacation to Destin.
Okay.
But as soon as we got back, we was right back
at it.
Yeah.
No rest for the weary, right? Yeah. So, Deontay, glad to have you on the show with us again. We're going to talk about some of your big plays last year. Look forward to hearing your perspective of those and what we have to look forward to this year. Malik, welcome. What's something good you saw?
I went down to St. Louis this past weekend with my friends for his birthday.
Okay.
And we went to like a bunch of arcade things, trampoline park, things like that.
Nice. And you're got a couple offers we'll talk about in the show, but you're sitting on, 2 right now?
Yes,
and,
sir, 1 to 2.
You've been wearing out. I know you and Ayden, and all you guys, the camp circuit. I see on Facebook and Instagram and all that. I follow your Instagram pages. But y'all been busy with the camps just about everywhere, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about your offers and where those are and just, again, what we have to look forward to this year. And so then Ayden Spellings, welcome. Tell us something good, Ayden, that you saw this past week. Or
I would just have to say the fireworks at my neighborhood yesterday.
Okay.
It was like 40 minutes long, so it was a good show. It was pretty fun.
We were talking before we came on the air, and at Maplewood we have a big fireworks show that we've done probably 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah.
That is a lot of fun, and it's 36 minutes, and it was awesome. And so I always love a good fireworks show, and especially if it's just like a little local something going on. You know, it's one thing. I saw they had 400,000 people in Nashville last night to watch theirs. I saw, and there was a picture they had of Broadway, and it was just shoulder to shoulder, people standing on Broadway as far as you could see. That just, I mean, if you went to that, I hope you had a good time. That seems like a miserable night to me. But we used to do, just like you said, the little local, you know, shoot them off in your backyard and everybody brings some, and that was always a lot of fun. So, Ayden, all of you, welcome to the show. Glad you're here, and
thank you for having me.
Looking forward to some good conversation. Kenna, what's something good you saw this week?
I'll just go with the long weekend. I already get a little bit of a long weekend every week because I'm off on Mondays, but you add in an extra Friday, and I'm on cloud 9. So
that makes sense.
Get an extra day is always top tier.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to go with the same. Of course, like I said, we traveled all weekend, but it was good to see your brother. I think they're going to come home at the end of the month. And hey, I didn't tell your mama this. I'm not trying to upset her, but we were putting something in the car this afternoon or this morning before we left to head home. And he opened the car and he's like, "Oh, wow, the car smells like home." And I said, "Well, this is home now for you, son." And so, but I get what you're saying. Anyway, it was good to see him and Piper, and look forward to seeing them here in a couple of weeks, I hope, when they make the trip north up here to visit. But I was in Jackson, Mississippi all week, not all week, all weekend, and helped them move. And just I was hoping you were going to say, like, one of the best things that you saw was the new tradition of after the soccer games, and even at baseball games now they're doing it to some degree, playing Country Roads Take Me Home.
Oh, yeah.
Because
they're copying you.
Well, I have done that for a long time. Ever since I started doing PA, at the end of every game, I always played Take Me Home, Country Roads by John Denver, just because of the line, you know, we're out in the country and take me home and time to leave, you know. But yeah, now they're doing that. Everybody's like,
Everyone's
when I do it now, they're going to think, oh, this
copying.
guy's just trying to copy. No, I've been doing that for like 6 years.
Yeah.
I
They got
did
wind
that
of
when
you.
y'all had freshman games. I don't know if you remember doing PA for the freshman games, but at the end of the game, I'd always play Take Me Home Country Roads when the game was over. And so that's been my thing for a long time. So I'm going to sue the soccer club for, no, I'm just kidding. Big game tomorrow against Belgium. Balogun's back. And
You're
so,
acting like
I know, like I know, but
I keep up with it. I'm like Ayden. I keep up with it on TikTok, and that's about it.
Well,
I listen to the conversations in the living room.
it's a bit. Listen, everybody calls that football. We're going to talk about the football that we all know, and so
I am enjoying the rage baiting of Case.
Case
Getting
gets
to
pretty
say
upset
just whatever, like,
yeah.
oh, so and so's better than so and so. I don't know what any of these, like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it to say it.
Have y'all y'all haven't watched it at all, right?
No, just on social media.
Okay, that's just funny to me, you know, like because a couple weeks ago, of course, Case and Hudson were here, and like that, we spent an hour talking about the World Cup, and it's just different folks. That's great though. That's what makes the world go round. So, guys, football's like I said, football be here before you know it, and so tell us a little bit about, and I don't. Whoever wants to start, I guess Ayden, we'll start with you since you're the quarterback. But coming off of last season, what work has gone into where we are up until today with the team, and how's it looking?
I mean, we're looking pretty great. We got most of our backs are coming back. I mean, we're losing some linebackers and some linemen, but a few weeks after season ended, we were right back to working out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've been working ever since. Starting tomorrow, we're going to be working out 4 days a week, 6:30 a.m. to about 9:30.
All right. And so I assume that Emmett will be the running back,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And then Deontay, you'll be a receiver. And is Sam going to be the other receiver? And then
Yes, sir.
who'll be a slot? Are we going to run a slot receiver this year?
Ryder.
Looking like Drake Ward.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be coming up starting.
All right.
Maybe. Yeah.
But you're going to be wide receiver. That's where you played last year, and I mean, you've always played, right? Like you've always been a wide receiver. I think even because Ayden, were you a Dolphin?
Yes, sir, I was.
You were a Dolphin. Malik, you were a Bear? No,
I was a Raider. Then
a Raider.
Cowboy.
Okay, all right. And then that's when they changed it to the Cowboys. And then Deontay, I know you were a Steeler.
Yeah.
Right. So even as a Steeler, you were out there running routes.
Yeah.
And so you just
Always been
always
running around.
you just enjoy it.
Sir.
So, but you and Sam, and then maybe Ryder or Drake.
Yes, sir.
You said, but Malik, talk about our offensive line, because I know Ayden Teague was on a couple weeks ago and was already bragging about this may be one of the best offensive lines we've had in a long time, and that's saying something because we've had some really good offensive lines, but I mean we're supposed to be. I mean, you guys are going to be stout up front, right?
Yeah, say everybody but one, or I guess including Ayden, have played last year returning starters.
Okay.
But it's going to be me, Keyshawn, Big Mike, Easton, and then Ayden.
Right.
So it's going to be a big unit up front. We should be able to get a lot of running game down. Our pass games, I feel like that's always been good, a good stronghold. But, yeah, then there's a bunch of young guys having to step up, too, for depth behind all of us because we can't play both sides of the ball all game.
Sure.
But, yeah, I feel like it's going to be a good year for us.
So you're 6'2"? What's your
6'2".
About 6'2", what,
290.
290. I know Ayden is like 6'6", 6'4", 6'4". Okay, well, yeah. You know how those football rosters are. They stretch you out a little bit. But okay, so Ayden's like 6'4",
6'4", yeah,
290, about the same, about the same. And then Michael Drummond is not.
He's about 5'10",
but he's got playing experience. Like he played last year, and
he's bulked up a lot of weight
right.
too.
Same for Easton. Easton isn't the biggest guy on the field, but has good size and
snaps are on point.
Right.
Yeah.
And then who was the other one? Keyshawn, which is how big's Keyshawn?
He's 6'5", 320.
Right.
He's
just
a unit.
Just a unit. And so you'll play both ways because you play everywhere on the line that you're needed on both sides. will any of those other guys play both ways? Was Keyshawn play?
Everybody.
Will they all? Okay. All right, good deal. So, yeah, y'all going to need some oxygen tanks over there on the sideline. Is that allowed in high school? I don't even know if that's allowed.
I don't know.
So, I mean, y'all had some great performances last year. Like I was talking about, Deontay, your catch and score against Nolensville that pretty much sealed that game late in the playoffs. Do you remember that play?
Yeah, I remember.
So So I want you two to walk us through it. Like, what was the call? What play was it? And then what was going through your mind coming off the line and then all the way into the end zone?
I can start. So on film, we were seeing that the DB was kind of playing flat more than he's kind of cheating the flat because we've been throwing the flat all game. And I can't remember what play it was. We have so many plays that has a fade in it. So
I think.
Starkville.
Okay.
And so he was playing down, and we're like, we're gonna throw this fade. He's been cheating the hitch all game, so threw him the fade, and it was a touchdown.
Yeah, I think we actually ran that play like earlier in the game, and I had a catch, and then he called it again. We got in the huddle. He kind of gave me that look like I was getting the ball, so I seen the corner come down, so I already knew the ball was going over the top.
It's one of the best, like most exciting plays to call. Of course, getting to do the radio broadcast for you guys, it was just fun to call because, like I said, it really it's kind of what put the game out of reach. I think it was like a 7-point game at that point or something.
It was a close game.
Yeah,
it was a good game.
It was a good game. It was a really good game. And then against Kirkwood, of course, that was the region championship on was it Halloween night? It was Halloween night this year.
That was fun.
Yeah, you set a new school record for rushing yard, past.
Morgan Barrett. It was Morgan Barrett before me.
Yeah, the rushing yards in a single game with 370 something. Yeah, and then total yards after your passing yards too was in the 400s.
Sir.
And so, but got the new school record for sure for most rushing yards against. Again, what was a good team, and what I think this year. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but I think once again it's going to come down to us in Kirkwood at their place on a Friday night for another region championship.
I do think so. They're definitely the best, our best rival in the region.
Yeah, which is weird because being a new school, like that rivalry really grew because Griffin and I kind of got in trouble last year for that radio broadcast. Was again another great game. But is one of those broadcasts that we got a phone call. Yeah, we said too much. We got a phone call the next day about, hey, some folks were complaining about some stuff y'all said on the radio. Great thing about this show is nobody can tell me what I can or can't say on it. But got some phone calls about some stuff that was said but it was such a good game. But their little quarterback, I mean, he's a good little rival for you. Do you know him?
I do know him as Miles Reading. He's definitely a baller.
Yeah. Sure. Are y'all like buddies or y'all just acquaintances from being
we're acquaintances. I've seen him at some camps and stuff. He's pretty nice.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that because he kind of at one point was like taunting our crowd last year, and that's what really got me and Griffin going was on their last drive right before he threw that interception. He was over there giving it to our crowd, and so Griffin and I made some comments that, like I said, got a phone call the next day. But I mean, you just went off on that game, and I know your athleticism has a lot to do with that, right? But if these guys don't do their job, explain that.
So I mean, our offensive line was great the entire game. I mean, it was great holes the entire game. Remember who played like Drew Overton did great. Travis Jenkins did great. I mean, everybody was great that game.
Yeah, but I mean, you just had you could drive trucks through those holes that you had to run.
It was a lot of fun.
First play of the game, you went 75 yards?
Yes, sir.
To the end zone, and then I think the next time you took a snap and kept it, you went 80.
I was tired after the first quarter.
And I know that, no joke, because I keep the stats also. I don't know if y'all know that, but I keep the stats so I go to the game on Friday night. I call the game on the radio, And then on Saturday morning, I get up and I rewatch the game and do the stats on Saturday morning. And then I send them to the PI. I send them to Coach Wolf, send them to Coach Anderson. So, but I had people texting me in that game because I do them on paper now. I used to do them on iPad and keep them in real time. I had people texting me in that game like, hey, how many rushing yards does Ayden have? I'm like, I don't know. I know it's a lot. So, I mean, people were taking notice in a hurry. Like I said, I think this season will come back down to us in Kirkwood again.
I believe so too.
And so, who else? Like, I know you said Drake is probably going to get some playing time. Who else is going to be other than you guys?
Blair Moody is going to play the H some, and he's going to play a big part in the offense this year, I think.
Okay. So what's the H? So like to folks that
it's technically fullback, but he's going to run around a lot of routes. He's going to play more of not a blocking fullback, but he's going to catch the ball a lot. So.
Yeah. So almost like
another slot.
Like another slot guy. Like he'll just be coming out of the backfield,
right,
pretty much running his routes there. So, okay. So, who else other than
Easton? He didn't play last year, but I think he'll be pretty good this year, and he'll be starting at center maybe.
All right.
Oh.
So, always really important to do a good job of getting you the ball to begin with. We're going to go under center a lot or be back in shotgun or about 50-50 again. What do you think? Like
probably a little bit of everything. It's hard to say right now. We still have a lot of work to do this offseason, so we'll see. We'll see what we can get done at practice.
I don't know if Coach Anderson's watching. I think Sarah has commented on, she said, let's go offense, #GBR. And so if Coach Jake Anderson is watching, what's it like playing for Coach Anderson? Put you on the spot here, all of you guys. Come on.
It's great. I mean, he's a great coach. He can get pretty mad at times, but all good.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if last year did we do hand signals or
we did both. We did both. We'll.
What do you prefer as a quarterback?
If the play is super long and. Well, if I'm at the hash at our sideline, I'll just come over. Okay. But if I'm at the opposite hash, I don't want to run that far. So we'll probably do hand signals for more of like I don't want to run the whole field every time, you know.
Sure.
But if I'm at the hash closer to the sideline, I'll just run over and get the play.
Okay.
No big deal.
And like what to break it down without giving away too much, okay? Like when you're in the huddle, what's the communication? Like just pick a random play, and what is that call in the huddle? Or is it just Tennessee and everybody knows what they're supposed to do on Tennessee and everybody knows what they're supposed to do on Starkville? Or is it actual Z right 38 split 41? So you know,
we have the formation. And we'll kind of have a tag for wherever we want the fullback to go or the side of the strong side of the receivers to go. And then we'll have a play tagged with like the routes we want the receivers to run or the play that we're running, like if we're running the football. So yeah.
So I think that's like even in high school, the work that you guys have to do to learn one play, let alone learn a whole playbook, right? How long does it take you of studying the playbook to learn it? Like, so from the quarterback perspective, how long do you have to learn the plays?
It's really not that bad. Well, I say that because I started talking with Coach Anderson like as soon as my 8th grade year ended, so I had a lot of time to learn, and I sat behind Caden Marshall my freshman year, learned a lot. So I didn't have a lot of trouble just because I had so long to learn it. You know, 8th grade, freshman year, it wasn't too bad. I studied on my own, but it wasn't too bad.
Okay, so Coach Anderson, he's the offensive coordinator, and is he the quarterback's coach as well?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, that kind of goes hand in hand, I guess, and makes sense. Deontay, how about for the wide receivers? Who's y'all's coach, number one?
Coach Butler.
Coach
Butler
Butler
watching this right now.
Yeah, I think he is. He was watching earlier. And so, and then, like for you guys, learning the plays, what all is that? What all do you have to do to learn the plays? I mean,
well, like really, we've been doing the same plays since like freshman year.
Okay.
So I kind of got them down.
You know them already.
And usually it's just like just one piece of the whole play what we got to listen to.
Right.
Unless it's like a run play, it's like an RPO or something like that. It's like a special thing we got to do. Yeah.
You see that all the time. People asking, like in college ball, when the wide receiver, like the huddle will be in, and the wide receiver will like stick his head in, and then he'll turn and like run off, and everybody assumes that well, it must be a run play then.
It's like only one word we got to hear.
Right.
Yeah, just get back to the line.
Yeah, and so as soon as you hear whatever your responsibility is, you're good to go. Because, like, no offense, but if Malik's got a certain blocking technique, you don't care about that. You just want to know where you're supposed to be on the field when Ayden's ready to throw you the ball, right?
I kind of messed up on that. It was a scrimmage against Milan last year. It was a run play, but I was like, well, I don't want to give it away, but
You don't. But
it's like a fake. It's kind of like a fake, but it's like he's reading it.
Uh-huh.
But I missed that part, so I thought the ball was going away from me, so I didn't really do too much to block the corner. But
did you hear about that?
Yeah, Coach Butler got on me pretty bad. But then I seen Ayden pull the ball and coming my way, then the corner actually made the tackle. Yeah, I kind of heard about that for a while.
Do y'all do any like on paper tests? Luke would come home from Arkansas on Thursdays. They would have and they would all sit in the living room and do their tests together.
It was Luke and Patrick
and Brooks and Brock. Well, Brock wasn't playing at the time, but they would come home and they would have their little test that they had to take back the next day. So I didn't know if y'all had they would have to draw out where they were supposed to go. Like it'd be like the play would be at the top, and then I don't know if y'all did
on Thursdays. I know the receivers we get right sheets. It's like show the plays that we're going to be mainly running on Fridays. So we got to study that, and our test is really just go out and execute and do it.
Go out and do it.
Yeah. Same for you, Malik. Because I don't think a lot of folks understand, you've got to know, I guess, depending on where you are on the line. And, of course, there's technically 5 different positions. You got right, left, tackle, center, right, left tackle, right, left guard, and center. Mm-hmm. So if you're playing any one of those positions, the right tackle or right guard may be pulling, right? Mm-hmm. And so, how do those calls come in? Who's y'all's coach?
Coach Doyle.
And he's new last year, right? Last year was his first year for Henry County, and we'll be back. But go ahead. How do y'all
say the plays themselves for us aren't very complicated? It goes game by game off of how they line up. It's like if it's a 4-man, 3-man front, how crowded the box is. That's what all changes. But the calls of where we go mainly come from us. We communicate before the play calls. He gives us time if they audible or anything like that. But he'll just tell us the play, and then maybe if there's a tag, reverse or something. But other than that, say if me and Easton were going to double team, we have our own call. We call for that, and everybody else calls their own thing.
Okay.
So everybody's on the same page, knows what linebacker to go to and all that.
Nice.
But the plays themselves, same play since freshman, so it's not very complicated.
All right. Well, Kenna may have started something with all these coaches watching. Maybe
I
y'all
know,
have
sorry.
something.
I hope you don't. I hope I didn't give you homework.
They don't have homework. How as far as film, I know how much time a week do y'all devote to film to learn?
We work out in the morning, and then we go to practice right after that. Okay. And then that next following morning, sometimes we watch film.
Okay.
After the workout, before the workout, just all depends.
Just depends on what all's going on. And then during game week, how much time? And this is just me being nosy, really. How much time do y'all spend watching film of the other team versus watching film of y'all's practices to see what y'all are? Or is it one do the coaches watch the practices and correct that in the next practice, and y'all are watching team film, or do they watch the opponent film and set up the scout team to do what the opponent's going to do? So that, how does all that work?
I'd say for the offensive, defensive line, it depends on the team we're playing.
Okay.
If they do something different that we haven't really seen, we'll watch them mainly. But if it's a practice, or say we did bad at practice and he wants to fix a bunch of things, we'll just watch the practice. About 15 minutes offense, 15 minutes defense, and then it just depends on the team.
Okay.
I would say probably both, 50-50. So we'll watch film on the opposing team of game week. So we watch film every week, even if we don't have the game on a Friday. So even during this summer, we've been practicing and we've been watching film, 7-on-7 film, watching practice film. Pretty much every day. Every day we're at football. We'll probably devote 20 minutes before our workouts, 15, 20 minutes before workouts, we watch film. So, and for a game week, so our scout team defense will usually, be doing what we expect the team on Friday.
Sure.
So really practice and the opposing team is both good. I watch both.
Okay. Guys, we got to take a break real quick. Going to be 15 seconds here from TEC, and then we'll be back to talk more. Going to talk about this upcoming season, what we got to look forward to, some of our opponents, and then looking a little bit further ahead for these guys and next steps. And so stay with us. We'll be right back real quick after this short break from TEC. Join us next week when we'll have the defense on. And so Ryder Harrison and also Sam Harrison and Danny Tormey going to be joining us in studio to talk about part 2 of the season preview and the defense side of things. And so be sure to tune in next Sunday night live here at 7:30 on Facebook or YouTube to hear Ryder and Sam and Danny's take on the defensive unit and what we have to look forward to this upcoming year. Mike Weatherford's show this week has special guests Dr. Ken Berry and Andy Lundberg, MD. That is a week from Tuesday. Thank you, Kevin. Y'all be tuning in this week and be like, where's Mike? Mike's on vacation. He always takes off the week of the 4th of July, and that's next week. Next Tuesday night, July 14th at 7 o'clock, he's going to have Dr. Ken Berry and Dr. Andy Lundberg on to just talk about whatever. So it should be a great show. Be sure you tune in for that in a week and a half, not Tuesday night. Then also next week, Mindy Esposito visits on the Tennessee and Forward, talking about revisiting Reconstruction. That is Monday, July 13th at 7 o'clock. Be sure to check that out. So all the Kill Media broadcasts, and don't want to miss any of those. And so everybody took vacation this week, and here we are. We missed that memo, I guess. Glad to be with you, though. We are here with Ayden Spellings and Deontay Ward and Malik Jackson talking about Henry County football coming up this upcoming season. So, again, it'll kick off before we know it. It's been 2 weeks of dead period. And then, so talk about y'all go back at it tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
What time?
6:30 a.m.
That takes dedication right there, fellas. I got to tell you, somebody. I'm not comparing y'all to soccer, but I mean, of course, with Case playing soccer, I'm in a soccer group chat or whatever, and Coach Poole put, "Hey, change the schedules. We're going to practice at 5:30 tomorrow." And somebody commented, "Is that AM or PM?" And then quickly removed it. I'm like, listen. At 6:30, it takes dedication to get up and be at that field house. I remember because when Cade played, until he could drive, I was getting up and driving him there. But
because what time are you actually getting there? Practice starts at 6:30. So
what
what time
ready,
are you
yeah.
there?
I'm usually there. I try to be there 15 or 10 minutes early, but sometimes I'm cutting it close. But I usually try to be there 10 minutes early. Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plan is to get there at like 6, but sometimes I get at like 6:25, throw everything on real quick, just run outside.
Because I'm sure Coach Wolf runs his practices a lot like former coaches did, but it was like 6:30 practice start, not show up at 6:30. Like 6:30, we're starting. And if you're not ready, there's going to be some repercussion because of it, I'm sure. But so y'all start at 6:30 in the morning, still just doing shorts and helmets. When do y'all get to put the pads on?
I'm not sure. Probably in about a month.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we start. It's the 3rd week of July. That's when we do our camp week. I'm pretty sure we start in doing. I think that's acclimation week, and then after that we're in pads.
Okay. And I tell you what I love about y'all's. I mean, it's for anything, but like y'all's night practices when y'all have like the open practices, and like every practice technically is an open practice, but I don't know, just something different about. I used to love coming up there and watching the practices on a good summer night, and you're broken down into groups, and then everybody comes together to finish the practice. And again, that I know right now, just getting back into it, it'll be just like almost, it's not walkthroughs, but what do y'all do on a typical practice morning again, without don't give away too much, but like what's a real laid back approach to what a practice will look like tomorrow when y'all get there?
So the first hour we'll be working out, watching film, whatever. We'll usually get a workout in with some conditioning, hour to probably just about an hour, and then right after we're gonna have like 5 minutes to put cleats on, put a helmet on, get back outside, and we'll go through individual drills, and we'll eventually get together into smaller groups like quarterbacks, wide receivers, O-line, D-line, all the DBs and linebackers get together, and then we all come together at a certain time during practice and work on our stuff. So like we call it Skelly. It's pretty much a 7-on-7.
Okay.
And then we'll work on. It's hard to work on like everything, like a full offense, full defense without pads.
Sure.
But we've worked on that some too.
Y'all have hosted a 7-on-7 already.
Yes, sir.
And been a couple. Is that right? Or how's that gone?
It's gone pretty good. We have done pretty good, but it's hard to. We played. Who we played?
Played McKenzie, Milan, Crockett. What was the other team? Humboldt.
Okay.
We played
That's
Humboldt.
right.
All right.
No, we've done pretty well. I'd say.
Good. So again, you'll roll into practice and get full pads, and then camp week. That 2 days, 3 days, y'all there?
I think is it a week?
Is it a whole week now?
Okay.
3 or 4 days. I think Wednesday
Okay.
we're gonna have off at night.
Okay.
So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday will be like whole day.
Whole day. Okay.
Because
Y'all should stay the night.
No,
they
bro,
won't. But no, that Friday,
We're getting in trouble.
that Friday is when we're doing media day, so we're not
Okay.
practicing all week.
And then eventually you'll have Meet the Patriots at some point. And then season's here. Kevin, you said you got that season schedule ready to go, and so let's walk through it real quick. We start on a Thursday night at Haywood, and so make the trip down to Brownsville, Tennessee to take on the Tomcats on a Thursday night. They're a talented squad, right? Like, we're going to have to be ready to go first game of the season. No knocking the rust off or anything like that. But Haywood's always got a good team, and we're going to have to show up. And what are y'all looking forward to the most for that opening night game? Revenge?
That's right. Yeah, we definitely should have won last year, but
Yeah.
we'll get them this year.
And then Giles County will make the 3-hour trip here this year, 2.5 hours, whatever it was, on August 28th. First home game of the season, August 28th. So mark that date on your calendars because Patriot Stadium ought to be packed and rocking on August 28th. We harp on it on the radio. I've talked about it on here. As players, how different of an atmosphere is it when it's a big game and there's a huge crowd versus some of these early season games when, for whatever reason, folks are just like, I'll catch the next one?
So, I mean, it's awesome. But opening, like the opening home game, everybody's usually there, but it's definitely noticeable difference. So, like when we played, I think Nolansville, like that was pretty fun. I feel like there's a lot of people in the stands that game. So, I definitely like it a lot more whenever there's more people in the stands. So it makes it a lot more alive. It's a lot funner, a lot more hype too.
I was going to, like, does it change your mindset? I know your mindset is, I've got a job to do. We're going to get this done. But, I mean, it's got to add to the, as they say, the electricity in the air and just the feeling down on the field of when there's a huge crowd versus when folks are just kind of trickling in and taking forever to get there.
I mean, I say it's not as much as it used to be. Like the first game I played in, like it was a different feeling. I never felt like that before. But like now, I don't try to take into account as much. I try to like just focus more on what I'm doing.
Do y'all get nervous?
Sometimes, but not really now. It's my senior year, so
Yeah.
it's the last ride, so ain't no time to be nervous.
Okay.
I say that first game sophomore year, I was. I'll be honest, yeah.
Yeah, I'm usually a little bit nervous like first play, but first couple plays are out the way, I'm usually good to go.
Kind of one of those deals after you take a couple bumps or whatever, you're ready. Like, yeah.
I gotta catch a pass and get tackled first, or make a tackle.
Yeah.
Then I'll be ready.
Yeah. So, okay, we got Giles County, home game August 28th, and then moving into September. Golly, that is just like literally right around August 20th is, I said 7 weeks. That's more like 6 weeks away. That will be here in a hurry. So, September 4th, Beach comes to Patriot Stadium. That game was a rainout last year, declared a no contest, but played them really tight. Was a good game while we were playing it. Had to go wait in the locker room, come back out, get warmed up, go back to the locker room. Then they finally said that's enough around 11 o'clock that night. But and then at Dixon County on their new turf field. This is the first time y'all have gone to Dixon and played. So we talked earlier. Who do y'all see on that schedule there? Because so Dixon County, Northeast, Northwest, Kenwood, and Kirkwood are all region games. Who on that schedule out of the region opponents do y'all see as your biggest rival?
Kirkwood.
Definitely Kirkwood.
Okay.
I would say Beach, to be honest, just because like
It's a region.
it has to be a region game.
Yeah,
region,
just out of
it's
the
all right,
region.
yeah.
Just,
Beach is
that's fine.
I say
No,
Kirkwood then.
So out of the whole schedule, then is it the same for y'all? Would you still say Kirkwooders, or is somebody different that you just really want to beat?
I'd say Beach.
I want to beat Beach really bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Say,
and that I get that.
Last year, whenever we first played Dixon County, like everybody that's older than us, they were all excited.
Sure. Oh, Dixon, you got to beat them.
Like we weren't around to like really have that. So
That's funny.
Yeah, they don't understand just the hatred for Dixon County. But I just wonder that because, like I said, my group, like my kids my age, listen to me, I'm 46, kids my age, like Dixon was our biggest rival in everything. Like we just had to beat Dixon. If we lost every other game, as long as we beat Dixon, it was fine. You know what I mean? And so I just didn't know. So we'll go to Dixon County. Y'all's first trip over there. What was that? 44-0 last year.
Something like that.
Yeah. And so Coach Wolf's first victory, right?
I think
that's right.
So, yes, sir.
First home victory for sure. Because that would have been right. Because no contest. Yeah. So at Dixon County, and then another non-region game against, was it Page that next week? Yeah. So Page comes to Henry County on the 18th. Then go to Brentwood, who's another, like, that Brentwood game is always really big feeling to me just because, you know, Brentwood 6A always kind of had this air about them that being Brentwood, they were whatever they are over there.
Last year, Coach Wolf harped about us being the first team to actually beat Brentwood.
Yeah.
So.
And that was another one of those games where I said it on the radio that as soon as a team got up by 2 scores, that was it. And sure enough, I think Jake hit a really big field goal that put us up 9. And it felt like when we got up 9, we got this game now. Back and forth, but before that, and then Northeast comes to Patriot Stadium on October the 2nd. Northwest on October the 8th, and then you get your bye week before going to Kenwood on the 23rd, and then rounding out the regular season again. What I am predicting will be a game October 29th in Clarksville for the region championship. We always say this, but we play a really, really tough non-region schedule. I mean, when Haywood County, Giles County is always, you know, a really good 3A team. They're getting a new coach this year, so who knows how that'll go. Their coach resigned to go down in Alabama, I think, and take a school down there. So Giles County will have a new coach, but then you look at Page, who will be the defending 5A state champion when they come to Patriot Stadium, 4-time runners-up, right? And they were 4, and then finally won it their 5th time in a row. I say finally won it. I don't mean that disrespectful to Page. I'm just saying that they're a good football team. And then Beach is always a good football team, right? Brentwood is always a good football team. But how do y'all feel about our schedule?
I think it's I really like our non-region schedule because I feel like it gets us prepared for the playoffs.
Right.
And so always playing good competition is going to make us better for when we play those good teams in December, November.
So made a deep run last year, made it to week 3 of the playoffs, which that Nolensville game, I felt good going into that game. I know y'all felt good going into it. Don't know if y'all care what the experts say or not, but we were the underdogs in that game and came out and were able to show them what Henry County football is all about. But when you see that schedule, I know you said the Kirkwood game, but is there so Kirkwood and Beach are those two that y'all circle and are like, okay, not again. I know every game your mindset is this is going to be the best game I play in. I would hope anyway. But those games do they mean a little bit more, or is it just business as usual?
I feel like they do, especially Beach, because just growing up seeing them play Beach, like I feel like that's always been like the standard to beat Beach.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. Used to be beating Beach was the standard because you knew at some point in the playoff, until they moved up to 6A for those 3 years they were in 6A, that if you were going to make it to the state championship, you had to beat Beach. And a lot of times that was just a hurdle that we had trouble getting over. You can kind of look at it in Page that way now for us, I think, with the way that they have, but we won't talk about how they got to be so good. But I mean, it's just one of those situations to where, like, if you're going to get to Chattanooga to play for a state championship, you're going to beat Page at some point at their place or our place, and so you're going to have to be ready for it when that time comes. But like for all of the games, I don't mean this disrespectful, okay? And I want y'all's honest answer on it, as long as it doesn't get you in trouble with some coaches or whatever. But like when we played Northwest, I know that week the preparation is the same, and the way that y'all go out and perform always looks the same. But how much do you have to talk to yourself and be like, you still got to put in I know it's Northwest. I know it's somebody that isn't nowhere near the caliber football team we are, but I've still got to execute here on this play, and I've got to be ready when that horn or when the kickoff is in the air, it's go time, and I've got to have my mind right regardless of who the opponent is.
Yeah, I try not to like play down to their level, and the coaches teach us that too. Don't play down to their level. Just play at Henry County level.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Same thing for you guys.
Exactly.
That type of game is like a week where you have to make sure you're on yourself about staying disciplined mentally, saying it's still a game. Like you have to go out there, perform to the best of your abilities.
Real quick, guys, before we get off of here, Malik, you got a couple offers. Ayden, you got an offer this week from Swanee, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about those and like how that process is going. Deontay, you're going to camps every week. You got film out there that anybody can go and take a look at. What's y'all's mindset going into this season? Not looking past the season, but looking ahead to opportunities down the road for you.
I definitely would like to have some more colleges look at me.
Sure.
But obviously, number one is win on Friday night, and obviously the main goal is make it to the state championship.
Right.
Then I can worry about
that kind of stuff. Takes care of itself if you get
that
far
in
the road.
Yeah, it does.
Right? People take notice when you are playing in Chattanooga, or even 2 or 3 weeks into November. People take notice of the teams that are still alive and going. Same for you, Malik.
Like Ayden said, like first things first, like execute for Henry County because that's who we were playing for right now.
Yeah.
But like if you're My mindset is I have to make this the best. Like I have to go out there, do my best every night, play for the city or play for the town, play for my teammates, and then that'll all show up on film for other coaches to see. And just gotta show out.
How about you, Deontay?
Same thing. Like obviously, I want the bigger schools and the bigger coaches to look at me.
Sure.
But it was summer of last year, going into my junior year. Me and my cousin Diesel and Denias Ward, we went to the Bethel camp. We all three got offered that day.
Yeah.
So that was pretty nice too. But yeah, like Ayden said, the goal is obviously to get those bigger offers, those higher coaches to look at me.
Stupid question, and I know it's a stupid question, but I just like all of y'all would like to play at the next level, or
Yes,
is
sir.
that
Yes,
y'all's
sir.
plan and goal, and to keep, because there's nothing wrong, but some kids after you've devoted, because how long have y'all played football?
A long time.
Long time.
Since about I was like 7.
Yeah, and so playing football every fall since you were 7. Some folks get to a point where like I'm done playing football, but y'all are ready to move on. Like obviously you got your senior year, which is exciting in and of itself. We didn't even hit on that really, the senior leadership sitting at this table, but y'all all got aspirations to play in the fall next
Yes,
year
sir.
too.
Yes, sir.
So that's awesome. Well, good luck to y'all. I know that. Listen, I brag about Henry County all the time, and like I said, you guys are just ambassadors for the program, and I know that y'all will be fine ambassadors the rest of this year and everything that goes on with that. And looking forward to some Big Red football. I know a lot of folks are, and like I said, it'll be here before you know it. So y'all go get them. Y'all got anything else y'all want to
Thank
say
you for
or talk
having
about?
us.
Well,
Thank you for having us.
yeah, I'm thrilled y'all could come on. Malik, you don't want to play soccer in the spring because you played at Inman.
Yeah, I told Coach Poole I'm gonna play this year. Yeah.
Are you really? Mm-hmm. For real?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm for real this year.
Because we were on the show a couple weeks ago with Ayden and Case and Hud. We were talking about the fact that if they put you at like that striker position and just let you run at the other folks, they'll just clear a path for everybody, man.
I don't know about offense. That's not me.
If you change your mind, you can come play tennis.
No, I tried that. Yeah. So I've played in a good amount of sports at the high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I told him I'm going to play soccer for sure this year.
Okay. Real quick, I was about to get off of here, but I got another question I just thought of. Like, y'all are all like football families. Like you said, the Wards, obviously. I know you're cousins with Diesel and Drake and Denias and all of those guys. You get to play with them. This will be this will be the second year, really, that your brother, tell me his name again. Marius. I know when they called the freshmen up, y'all were getting to play together, but this will be the first year that for high school that you two are on the same roster. And then Ayden, I don't know why your brother's Riker. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, I knew it. Is this the first time that y'all will be on the same roster because it seems like even in Pop Warner, Henry County Youth Football League, whatever it is, that there would be a gap there where when he was playing, you weren't. Will this be potentially when the freshmen move up to play with the varsity that y'all will be on the same roster together?
It will be. It will be the first time that me and him are on the same team. So
that'll be exciting.
It'll be fun.
Are you looking forward to that? Or are you like, oh gosh, I gotta?
No, I'm looking forward to it. I gotta take him to football every morning, but that's all right.
That's all right. That's part of being a big brother, right? I'm sure a lot of photo ops for that after the games.
I'm sure my mom will take a lot of pictures.
That's all right. Hey, smile nice for the camera. Let mama
That's
get the
right.
pictures because they mean a lot to mamas and daddies when they can look back. Ken will tell you, I'd like on my Facebook, my memories pop up and it's like, oh, look at this picture from back 15 years ago that pops up on my phone. So it means a lot to us as parents. So smile pretty for the camera. Same thing with Marius and same thing with you guys when y'all are out there post-game photo ops. But I thought about the other day that's probably the first time y'all have been on a roster together. Is it the same for your?
No, we put Pop Warner together.
Together? Okay. I didn't know. I knew y'all's age gap was a little bit closer. And then like there's always It seems like there's been a ward on the Henry County football team for the last 20 years. And
these
so
these are the guys like they recently left. You know, they graduated, but Jerry coming up will be on the same team.
Yeah. So it's exciting. Well, guys, again, 6 weeks away. Be here before you know it. Can't wait. And looking forward to watching you guys. I think y'all surprised some people last year. Do y'all feel that way? Like I think a lot of folks thought that y'all were going to be a 500 football team, go 5-5, and maybe round 1, round 2 of the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people counted us out a little too early.
Put a little chip on your shoulder because of that. Is that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to surprise many folks this year. And what I mean, I think they know what you got because Ayden, you said it on the defense. Lost some linebackers. Lost some senior leadership in some skill positions, but the thing about Henry County is we're deep enough that a lot of those guys who are moving into those starting roles now have plenty of playing experience, and we're not throwing somebody new in, right? To like we've been here before, and so I think that it's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun year, I think, and I hope y'all feel that way too. But can't wait for it.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
All right, let's get it, guys. Appreciate y'all coming in. Be sure to tune in next week when, like I said, we'll have Ryder Harrison, Sam Harrison. Which I'm going to ask them which one has it worse, Ryder or Sam, in playing for John on defense. So I look forward to hearing that answer and having that conversation. Y'all may know the answer to that right off the top of your heads, but yeah. And how long those conversations go on after the game is over. But anyway, next week, defense part 2, Ryder Harrison, Sam Harrison, Danny Tormey will be in studio with us to talk about that. Be sure to join us next Sunday night. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to Kevin Keel and Scott Norwood in the back for keeping us on the air. And each and every week, we wouldn't be able to have a show if it wasn't for them. And so I appreciate them being in the studio here every Sunday night to bring you a show. Thank you to our sponsors, The Peddler, TEC, Eaton Construction, True Green, Northwest Tennessee, Victory Lane Quick Lube on Tyson Avenue, Peppers Automotive Group, and the Paris Volleyball Club. Next Sunday night, same time, right here, 7:30 live with the Henry County Patriot defense, hearing about what their take on the upcoming season is. Until then,
take care of yourselves and others.
See y'all next week. Bye, guys.